Hey, Force Sensitives. I'm Darthan Magnus. Welcome back to my channel and my workshop. Yes, you heard the word workshop, so you already know this is going to be another lightsaber modification video. I love making these videos. I love them. And what did I tell you about the Spectre Lightsaber? I said I was going to make all these lightsaber modification videos, so I got another one for you guys today. Alright, it's clipped to my belt. Let me clip it off of here and show you guys what I'm working with. Alright, I call this beauty of a hilt, alright, the Arachnid. Now, what gives its name the Arachnid? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. In case you guys haven't noticed, there are 6 claws, okay, coming off of here, and 2 giant claws coming off of here, giving it 8 legs. Alright, so that's where I got the name Arachnid from. Now let me break down this lightsaber hilt before we get started with any of the really fun stuff that I got planned for you guys, okay? So I took the Spectre Lightsaber, as you can see. I used it as the foundation for the hilt, alright? I removed the pommel, and then I took one of the emitters from my double-bladed lightsaber, the Crimson Dominicide, and I put that on there. I thought it looked pretty badass, especially for what's gonna be coming, alright? And then next, I took the emitter from the Dark War Glaive, and I put that on here, okay? And then I removed 2 of the 4 claws, so that way it kind of has like that spider bite kind of look to it, alright? Now, this is one of my sabers with sound, okay? I am fixing a 32-inch mid-grade blade to this, so it is relatively light. Alright. And I figured, with a name like Arachnid, what blade color would fit better than crimson red? Alright. It's also got the pulsating blade on there. Okay. Oh, I shut off this light. See, it's pulsing? Ah, good times, good times. So I'm going to take a picture of the Arachnid Lightsaber and leave it in the thumbnail for you guys. Let me shut this off so that way you guys can actually hear me. Okay, so with this crimson red lightsaber, I am going to be showing you guys a 36 move demonstration today. We're going to be doing things a little different, especially for the lightsaber modification. I'm actually going to run through the entire 36 move demonstration first, and then when I'm done, I'll turn back on the lights and we will break down the format of the video like we normally do. Okay? Alright, so turn this back on, turn this off. Alright, here we go. Ah, I love that part. I love that part, just the spin. Ready? Ready? Love it. All right. Not bad, right? Okay, so as you guys saw, we are doing a 36 move demonstration today. Now allow me to break down the format of the video. If you're new, please stick around so I can explain to you what's going to be happening in the next few minutes. If you're not new, you already know what I'm going to say, so I will see you guys in that first demonstration. Speaking of demonstrations, we got 3 of them to get through today. The first one I call the confusing demonstration. Why confusing? Well, it's because I use my own jargon and my own terminology to describe the movements. Allow me to give you guys a small reprieve, or a small example, if you will, into what I'm talking about. So I am going to call my right hand my rear hand, even though it's out in front of me. My left hand my lead hand, even though it's behind me. I'll explain why later, okay? So when it's in a standard grip like this, the blade movements and attacks will sound like this. Rear jab to the head, rear hook to the head, rear back hook to the body, rear jab to the body, rear pommel strike to the head, okay? Things like that. Now when it's in a reverse position, it's always going to be an elbow something. For example, rear elbow high block, rear elbow block to the right, rear elbow hook to the head, rear elbow jab to the body, okay? Things like that. So hopefully those small examples just give you a small reprieve from any confusion you may or may not feel during the confusing demonstration. I am going to go through all 36 moves plus the little style that I added there at the end, and I'm going to break down the moves as thoroughly as I possibly can, okay? After we're done with that, we will come to our second demonstration, which is known as the counting demonstration. Now, unlike that first demonstration where I'm explaining the movements to you, the second demonstration, I'm just performing the movements and I'm going to count the moves off at a nice slow pace so that way you guys can mirror me at home. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth until we reach that 36th move. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to go at a nice, slow, steady pace for you guys. But once we're done with that second demonstration, we will come to our third and final demonstration. Everybody's favorite, the fun demonstration. Yes! What's a fun demonstration? I'm glad you asked, I will tell you. See, I told you that joke was never going to get old. But basically the fun demonstration is what I showed you guys at the beginning. Me shutting off the lights, turning on this light. This is my saber with sound, one of them anyways, and I'm going to refrain from using it until that very last demonstration, so that way you guys can hear my instructions clearly at home. But after we're done with that final demonstration, I will shortly end the video, okay? 2 more things to get through before we begin. Like I was saying before, I am going to call my right hand my rear hand. So just think, R and R, rear, right. Same thing goes. For the right foot, I will be calling it the rear foot. When it comes to my left hand, I will be calling it my lead hand. So just think, L and L, lead, left. Same thing goes. For the left foot, I will be calling it the lead foot. There's no kicks involved with this demonstration, but there are foot placements I will be describing to you guys throughout that first confusing demonstration. The reason why I have it set up that way is that I suffer from short-term memory loss, so always calling my right hand my rear hand and my left hand my lead hand, it just helps me up here. Okay, that's it. All right. One more thing to go through before we begin is something I like to call the shuffling effect. Now, I'll let you guys know when we're utilizing the shuffling effect, but basically I'm going to give you a command, rear jab to the head shuffling forwards. Now what's going to happen is that your front foot is going to move up first, your back foot will follow, like so. Rear jab to the head shuffling forwards. Rear jab to the head shuffling forwards. Now when we're backing up, the opposite will be true. Your back foot will move first, and then your front foot will follow, like so. Rear high block shuffling backwards. Rear high block shuffling backwards. Okay? Damn, that was my refrigerator making all that noise? Oh, thank the force, it's all done now. Alright, so I apologize for that. Hopefully you guys can hear me a lot more clearly, especially because we're going to get into that first demonstration. Let me get a sip of water real quick. My mouth is dry. And then we're going to hop right into it, okay? Okay, so we're going to start off with the lightsaber hilt in our rear or right hand in a standard grip. Your blade hand is going to be held out in front of you. Get into a good stance, okay? So we're going to shuffle forwards as we do a rear jab to the head. Come around for a rear hook to the head, into a rear back hook to the body, and then shuffle forwards for a rear jab to the body. Next, we are going to shuffle backwards as we do a rear high block, shuffle backwards as we do a rear low block, and then do a stationary rear block to the right. Then we're going to shuffle forwards again as we do a rear jab to the head, come around for another rear hook head into a rear back hook body, and then we're going to shuffle forwards again for another rear jab to the body. This time, we're going to take the pommel, okay? Told you those claws were going to come into play. We're going to shuffle forwards as we do a rear pommel strike to the head, And then as we do this rear back hook head, we are going to turn our bodies to face this way, okay? How we're gonna do that is that you're gonna keep your rear foot planted on the ground, take your lead foot, and you're gonna swing it over, like so, okay? All right, remember this because we're gonna do the same thing when we get back over there, all right? So, shuffle forwards for a rear pommel strike to the head, and then do a rear back hook head as you turn. All right, from here, we are going to do a stationary rear high block into a stationary rear low block, and then a stationary rear block to the right. Then we are going to shuffle forwards as we do a rear jab to the head. Now we're going to reverse the grip on our lightsaber hilt. We're going to do a rear elbow hook to the head, and then shuffle forwards for a rear elbow jab to the body. Next, we are going to flip the hilt into our lead hand in a standard grip. We're going to turn counterclockwise, so our lead foot is going to step over our rear foot. We're going to take the pommel and do a lead pommel strike to the head into a lead back hook head. Then we are going to do a lead jab to the head. Come around for a lead hook to the head, into a lead back hook to the body, and then a lead jab to the body. All right? Then from here, we're going to take the pommel again and shuffle forwards as we do a lead pommel strike to the head. Now, as we turned over there, we're going to turn the exact same way, okay? Except our lead foot's going to stay planted, and our rear foot is going to be the one that we're going to swing over, okay? So, excuse me, shuffle forwards for a lead pommel strike to the head, and then do a lead back hook to the head as you turn. All right, this will be the final direction for the remainder of the demonstration. So from here, we're going to do a stationary lead high block into a stationary lead low block, and then a stationary lead block from the right. Then we're going to do a lead back hook head, shuffle forwards for a lead jab to the head. Then we're going to reverse the grip on our lightsaber hilt. We will do a lead elbow hook head and shuffle forwards for a lead elbow jab to the body. Then we're going to flip the hilt back into our rear hand and a standard grip. This time we are going to turn clockwise. Our rear foot is going to step over our lead foot. We're going to do a rear back hook to the head, okay? This is where it gets tricky, or fun, whatever one you prefer. Now, after that rear back hook to the head, I want you to dip your blade to the left, and as you're dipping it to the right, take your lead foot, step over your rear foot, and then take your rear foot and step over your lead foot again, okay? So your rear foot will be out in front. Then we are going to bend down. Feel free to touch your lead hand to the ground if you want. And we're going to do a rear back hook to the body. Okay? After that rear back hook to the body, slowly stand up as you do so. Dip the blade to the left. And as you're dipping it to the right, take your lead foot and you're going to swing it over and get back into a similar starting position that we did at the beginning of the demonstration. Okay? So that's it. That's the end of the first demonstration. Let's get on to the second demonstration, but let me get some water. All that talking, of course, made me thirsty. All right? Okay. So, rear hand, standard grip. It's going to be out in front of you. Okay? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, dip, turn and dip, 36, dip, and pivot. Okay, 36 is the most moves that we've done so far. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm going to take it nice and easy on that final demonstration. I'm probably going to do it twice for you guys, just so I don't mess it up. I would like to get back to my workout. I'm just all excited today. And I built this thing last night, and I wanted to just do this demonstration because I'm just excited for it. But allow me to start shutting off these lights, and we will begin, okay? Yeah! Oh, the Arachnid. Oh yeah, obviously, got to bow to you, my brothers and sisters, in the force and in the balance. Not bad, right? All right, I'm gonna go a little bit slower. Okay, so that way you guys can enjoy the movements. I know this is like your favorite demonstration. Yes! Oh! I'm gonna do the running man. No. My house. I am just having way too much fun. Alright, I'll stop. Alright, give you guys another good look at the Arachnid Lightsaber. Definitely one of the more interesting ones that I've built. Sorry, I'm out of breath. But what do you guys think of the Arachnid Lightsaber, and what do you guys think of the 36 move demonstration that went along with it? I know, it's the highest we've gone, but in case you guys couldn't notice throughout the demonstration, a lot of the moves are repeating. Alright, so that's what makes it easier. Okay, so that's why I was able to do 36 moves. So if I can do it, I know you guys can do it at home, okay? Alright, I'll end the video here. I'm Darth and Magnus. May the Force be with you, and may that balance keep you, my friends. You guys, take care.